Hello, Masters! Welcome to the version 1.8 developer stream. I am your host, as always, That Sprite. It's good to see everyone here today. We got Gamer, Layla, Fox, Seth, Deathshot. Good to see people here today. How are you guys doing on this fine Monday? Tired? That makes sense. Nah, don't worry, Gamer. We're almost at the Christmas vacations, so don't you worry about that. Speaking of, with today's stream, it's going to be a little less structured than normal. I haven't really got a script here. We're mostly going to be going into the build. We're going to be showing off all the new content. We got the battle pass. We got new cards. We got some adventures. And then we'll be covering what's happening in regards to the Christmas period and the dwarf vacations. So, yeah. As we all know, 1.8, it's coming out this Thursday, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. Remember that everything you see could still be subject to change. Hopefully nothing goes horrifically wrong and we have to delay it again, because that would really suck. There won't be any discussion of balance changes on this dev stream, because as we know, we included the balance changes we intended for 1.7 in the mini update. And the rest of that we'll be discussing with the version 1.8 lowdown, which we did cover in the blog. There's going to be a small update for the Christmas holidays. That'll hopefully include some balance changes in it, so we'll see then. So without any further ado, I think we should just go straight to it. Let's go straight into the game, shall we? So here are the cards that I'm permitted to show. There's one I've been strictly told to keep secret, which is Frostbearer Flyby. So you'll be able to read all about that when it comes out with the expansion on Thursday. But now we're going to be able to see the cards as they appear in-game. So we'll start off, Arcane Ring. This is the, well, it's on the site, FDM. They could look up the name of it if they wanted. The only secret's what the card actually does. So we got Arcane Ring. This is a common card. It's a 1-mana, mana freeze 1. I'm not sure if this is the version that was appearing on the site. Let me check real quick. I'm not 100% up to date with what's showing up on the site. Okay, yeah, no, this is the correct version on the site. There used to be a version that was slightly different, so I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page here. So this is, if you've ever played Dota, this is a bit like Wisp Spirits, where they just float around the minions until they hit something. It's a nice cheap defensive spell, get some damage out there, all that good stuff. That is not the card in my deck, it's a Disrupt the Puff. Glenn's Brew, 2-mana Supreme card. Yeah, give a friendly minion 100 max health and heal for 400. After 6 seconds, the minion mysteriously vanishes if it's still under your control. Let's take a look. That card art is great. Huge shoutouts to Sketchiness. If a target is a Stout Heart, trigger its Revelry, which is a new mechanic where if you play a Stout Heart unit next to an existing one, or you use a spell like this on it, it gets some bonus effects going on. So that'll be covered later. If you have any questions about the cards as we go along, make sure to pipe up with them. I'll gladly answer anything. We have Laylel's Vortex. It's a 2-mana, mana freeze 2. Mana freeze, by the way, obviously being it essentially locks 2 of your mana crystals and you don't gain mana the next time you would gain one until you've got rid of all those locked mana crystals. This unit vanish while it is in a black hole. This isn't black hole. So they're completely visible. They're very much vulnerable. They're just getting pulled into the center of the unit. Does it pull flying minions? To my knowledge, yes. We got the Frost Feathers here. So a small group of squeaky little owls are going here. Their main effect is obviously being able to apply Slow, which is 25% less movement speed, 25% less attack speed, and it removes haste. Quick note to mention, Frenzy was renamed to Haste. I don't have the specifics on the details of that. Hopefully that'll include in the patch notes, but that's just a quick name change to Frenzy. I suppose to fit more in with the slow haste kind of thing we've got going on now. I've got High Mage Laylo. It's a new legendary crystal elf with Mana Freeze 2 and Mana Surge, and her unique element is that she absorbs 50% of incoming range damage and returns all of it if she has Mana Surge active. So, this is a card that greatly rewards you if you're able to keep your mana cost high, which is, you know, very much possible with the help of Mana Freeze. Milloween's sister? Morelia is Milloween's sister. Didn't you read the lore? Next up we have Woodsman. It's the first of our new Stout Heart cards. He's a beefy dude with a good axe. Decent enough, but when you get the Revelry going where you can combo him with other Stout Heart minions, he's going to gain haste and nearby enemy minions gain slow, so he's a real tide turner in the middle of battle. Nice reliable dude. You'd bring him on a quest. All the range damage is returned. Here we have the Caber Tosser with his log that is so large it literally goes off the screen here. He's a rare Stout Heart, and his mechanic is that he has a caber he throws on his first attack, kind of like the Spear Throwers does. What the caber does is it does double damage in a large area in front of him. It's quite a particular area, so it's like basically a rectangle in front of him where he hits. So it's a bit less of an AoE than cards like Incubus or Colossus, but it definitely packs a punch. Very good against like multi-unit minions. And enough that you get a regular old Woodsman out of it. Next up we have the Mountainshaper, the legendary spell. That is, of course, the expansion is named after it. But this is what we originally planned to reveal in the dev stream before everything got pushed back a couple of weeks. Does Caber hit flying? No, I do not believe Caber hits flying units. Oh, how does Revelry work with Caber Tosser? Right. Okay, so Revelry, when another Stout Heart minion is played next to the Caber Tosser, he's gonna get another Caber. Like, imagine if the Spear Thrower got his spear back. That's basically what that is in that case. So the Mountainshaper is a 6-mana legendary Stout Heart spell, and it gains a charge every 6 seconds you have it in your hand you haven't played it. It gains up to 5 charges, and then for every charge you have, it'll cast a Ground Rupture, which is a very wide AoE effect that deals a bunch of damage. And it'll do that in a line based on how many charges you've got. So this is a sort of a control-y card that really benefits you just being patient with it and holding it in your hand for a long time. And if we're lucky, we might get to see some of this stuff in Adventures when we go to preview that. And if we don't get any of the new cards in Adventures, I'll probably just play some challenge bots. We'll abuse King Puff again. And here is Fergus Flagon Fighter. Definitely my favourite model out of the bunch. Look at those mugs. So, 7-mana legendary card. He does a spin attack. Basically, imagine a whirly scrap that doesn't stop spinning. And after the attack, he gets dizzy, and he basically enters Scott state for 5 seconds, where he's stunned and is lying on the floor or something. I think he's just standing up dizzy or something. And if you activate Revelry on top of Fergus, he immediately breaks out of that stun, or if he's already attacking, his attack continues as if it just started. And the spin attack applies for 5 seconds and halves his speed while he does it. What does Revelry do again? Revelry is if another Stout Heart minion is summoned next to it, or it's summoned next to a Stout Heart minion. Or you play Glenn's Brew on it. cool mugs if he let one drop in his feet. That's what the steel-toed boots are for, so that doesn't happen. I want infinite spinning Fergus? Well, you gotta break out those Glenn's brews then. Who is Glenn? Who knows? Who is Glenn? Maybe the real Glenn is the friends we made along the journey. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the Battle Pass now. The Quest for Mountainshaper Battle Pass. It's going to be an 1875 Battle Pass with the same amount of tiers as last time. So let's get straight into it. So at level 1, you'll be able to pick up the Stoutheart Milloween. Milloween obviously getting all in on the Stoutheart theming here. Lovely braided hair. Nice outfit to go with the winter weather. Go into that. Level 6, you can get a Woodsman avatar. And on the premium path, you can get yourself a copy of Troubadour. The actual Troubadour, not an avatar this time. Well, I say this time, I don't think it's ever actually been in it. At level 13, you can get yourself 5 copies of the spoiler card when legally not allowed to show you on today's stream. 22, you can get this Frost Feather emote. I think this guy's had a little bit too much to drink, if you ask me. Level 30, pick yourself up a Frost Feather avatar. 38, the Frost Feather Smug emote. I love this one. Look at him. He is very smug. 46, get yourself a Caber Tosser avatar for, well, in case you wanted a Caber Tosser avatar. 54, we got King Cool. Which is the Crystal King puff with a nice wintry, frozen sort of aesthetic to it. It's quite a stark color contrast to what we've had before. Level 62, get yourself another Frost Feather avatar. 78, Fergus Flagon Fighter. More avatars here. 102, this is another big reward. You get the Mountainshaper Volko. Maybe it looks a little familiar to some of our older fans in terms of, you know, the blockiness of it. This is a Volko wielding the eponymous Mountainshaper, and he's looking all fired up. Some kind of, like, I don't know, is that, like, dwarven mechanical themes going on here? Either way, he looks absolutely awesome. I love this skin. Classic Volko win. Classic Volko is in the suit. That's where he is. He's inside Mountainshaper Volko. And we have the Mug of the Stoutheart's legendary emote. And I believe this has... do I want to say this? I'm not actually 100% sure. I'll have to test this in a match. And, see if I'm correct on this before I come to any conclusions with it, but I think this emote has some special properties to it, similar to something we already have. And at level 125, you get yourself a nice animated Mountainshaper avatar. I still love this card art. I think that's one of the best pieces our artist has done to date. Is it Kool-Aid? No, it's the Magical Glenn's Brew. It's absolutely not distilled antifreeze. Don't let the elves lie to you like that. So let me just do a thing real quick. Won't take a second. Putting in cheats? Damn it, he's onto me. I gotta put that avatar, I gotta put the emote in my selection somehow, so. But anyways, so obviously, as you no doubt aware, we have an entirely new game mode coming in this update, Adventures. And we're gonna play through a couple of levels for you from the beginning. I'll talk you through the process as we go. So Adventures is a new mode where you can select this map and you're off to fight a number of AI bosses, getting some rewards along the way. And there is also a hard mode. Didn't pick hard. You want me to pick hard? I can't pick hard. Hang on. Blame FDM for this. Actually, no. You can play hard yourselves. Hard mode's very much a challenge, and I think people wouldn't be happy if I lost on the developer stream. But hard mode lets you pick up some extra special goodies, like some avatars. So, is the first chapter free? Yes. The first chapter will be completely free. And we're going to start that off now. We got some little text dialogue here to narrate the story. The general story for this adventure, as you can see here, is that Milloween has had some visions and she needs to collect the Mountainshaper before anyone notoriously evil does. I wonder who that evil person could be. Maybe we'll find out over the course of this adventure. So chapter 1 is her arriving at the Stoutheart village, and she's gonna meet and greet the not-so-friendly locals. So here's our master selection screen. At first, you're only going to have Milloween unlocked. You can unlock Fergus and Jolo by unlocking Chapter 2 when it releases. And Nilora, the Demon Warrior, and Godric, the Crossbow Dude / Werewolf, when you unlock Chapter 3. So we'll be going into Milloween. Her basic attack, she fires 3 arcane spurts for 8 damage each, and she has Mana Surge. Man, we should have put that on the default master. That sounds awesome. First perk, Arcane Synergy, adds an Arcane Missiles card to your deck for every 2 spells in your deck. You'll probably notice that some of these masters are completely busted. That's because, well, yeah, it's a lot easier to balance things, you don't actually have to play against them. Her second perk, Crystal Escort. All ranged minions you play are accompanied by a Crystal Sentry. And a third perk, Arcane Overcharge, your spells are cast twice. Now this is a reference to like a card idea we had in the past, which is, what's it called? I don't know if it was called Overcharge or something, but it was essentially a really high cost spell that would play multiple copies of a weaker spell. I think it was like Supercharge or something, Supercharged Shock Rock. It'd fire like 4 Shock Rocks in a row. We didn't go with that though, but it was a fun card to toy around with. So here we go, we get to choose an enhanced card. At the start you'll only have this first option unlocked, which is these Lost Legionnaires. Some nice bridge control. We had the Fireballs as well. Yeah, we did! We also kind of have that with one of the relics, I believe, you can get. And then, as you defeat bosses, you can unlock more powerful cards. So like a 3-mana Crystal Construct, that really takes me back. Or a 1-mana Arcane Bolt. But because we just started, we're going with the Lost Legionnaires. And our first fight is against this Guardian Frostfeather. We can check out their perks here. So they're going to add Frostfeather Flyby cards to their deck, which is going to that's going to spoil it! That's the whole point of not revealing the card was people don't see what it is. It's gonna ruin the dev stream. It's gonna ruin everything. And the third perk is it's gonna give all minions haste when summoned. The second perk is another Frostfeather Flyby. Keeps its basic attack, which means I think it does still apply slow, and it is a little bit of might, but not much at the moment. Obviously, the further we get into this, the more might it's gonna get. Any reason why this last card is being hidden? I mean, it's not anymore, but leaves some surprise, I guess, in the expansion release. Alright, here we go. We've got a 6-card deck. I'm pretty sure it's illegal on ladder, but the rules don't really apply out here. So we'll do 2 or 3 battles so you can get the hang of what's going on with adventures. I think 3 sounds like a nice, nice proper number. Hopefully I have to try and not suck too hard. But that's easier said than done most of the time. Thankfully this very small deck allows me to get these Legionnaires back out quickly. And yes, that is some updated warrior art. I know it's really going to be obvious, but she has received a bit of a visual update, make her more Empyrean-like. Yeah, it's not too visible. Looks like we got some good offense going on here, though. You know, first fight's not going to be too hard. And it looks like we got that with the Crystal Archers.
We have a winner!
We killed an owl. Everyone's being spoiled by Flyby. Thankfully, they only got it off once, so most people probably don't know what actually happened. Alright, so now that we've finished a fight, we get to add a relic to our deck. So we've got a choice between these three here. We got the Storm Gathers. If your opponent holds both bridges for 10 seconds, summon a Stormy minion at your Master Tower. We could maybe add a couple of Brothers of Light to our deck. They cost a bunch less, and whenever I play a spell, it will reset the cooldown on Armor of Light, so it's got some good synergy with Milloween here. And there's bonus round, which gives us 2 walking blind dates every time we level up. And in the spirit of a Twitch stream, I'm gonna let you, the people, vote which one we pick here. Okay, like everyone's a fan of bonus rounds. Bonus round it is! And then next we get to choose some buckets of cards here. So we've got Mini Magic for some small spells. And what a combo nicely with the Brothers. We've got Crystallize for some Crystal Elf cards. We're probably going to take this because it's got that new Leleil's Vortex in it to show off. And there's Empyrean Army featuring Caliph and a card no one plays. So let's take Crystallize. And we have been ambushed by a gang of deserters in the middle of this Stoutheart village. And their perk is that they get to summon Legionnaires whenever we capture the bridge.
Duel!
We can do this!
I could play Last Stand here, but I want to show off Lady L's Vortex, so here we go. Oh, wow, that lined up pretty well. That almost looked like it was on purpose. Almost lost on purpose. Losing for the bit.
Blue unlocks their first perk.
There go those walking blind dates as voted by the community. Get some flightless dragons out there, not bad. Shield of crossbow dudes, I'll take it. I'll play something to the side. Later, suckers. Hey, look at them, they can't even get close.
We have a winner!
Bugged? You can't pull minions outside the arena with it. It's a little less clear on Snowwall, but that would have pushed them outside of the arena. Which, we can't have that. So, now that we've won a second match, we have campfire options. This seems really easy to get harder. Yes! Yes, it does! I had to QA this for like a month and it kicked my ass. Especially hard mode. Hard mode is brutal. So we get some campfire options. We can choose to rest and heal a bit and increase our max health. We can remove cards from our deck, or we can reduce the mana cost of a card in our deck by 2. I prefer to keep things interesting, so we're going to reduce the mana cost. 1 mana Crystal Archers? That's pretty good! So, here we go. We got some more picks here. Let's get Arcane Ring up in here so it takes some more crystallized. And our last match for today, it's against Paul the Twisted. Seems to be possessed by some mysterious individual. And his perks that reduce the cost of Stout Heart cards in his deck. Oh, a little fun trivia that used to be permanent. They are just permanently reduced by 1. This fight was basically impossible. I'm very glad that's gone. 6.9 shards, 69k rube. That is not intentional, okay?
Love the smell of mana.
Not showing the cable tops, boss. Well, RNG decided we didn't really deserve that today. Let's stall these a bit with the Lato's Vortex. And let's get some Arcane Ring going. You've got these little orbs floating around him. They'll expire in a bit, but they come into contact with anything that's a lot of damage. And... oh, this game just hates me today, huh? And that is one slow Crystal Sentry, by the way. And I just played Last Stand after capturing a bridge. My mind is, like, completely fried this evening. We're gonna get a bunch of blind dates to the Master Tower, though, so this is gonna be really good for us. Oh, it's my boy Cannon Roller! I'm trying to keep this guy away from him. We need to keep the Cannon Roller alive at all costs. Go, Cannon Roller, get him! He's doing it! No! He did such a good job. What a brave soldier. Alright, we should have this on the wraps, though.
Victory!
Is that pull card also constructed? Yes! Unless it's a part of a campfire option, all of the cards you see here are ones you can get in ranked gameplay. They're part of the new set. So that's going to do it for our brief preview of Adventures. As it turns out, we didn't really get to see any of those cards, so we're going to go bully our old friend King Puff again. Show off some of those new cards.
Let's duel!
King Puff's like that. I don't know.
Love the smell of
We just take him out the back sometimes when we need to test something. He ain't talked to nobody about what we do. Let's get a nice little demonstration of Glenn's brew here. So, let's wait till we get to the master or encounter something, take some damage, we'll heal him up, and then we'll see what happens. Hey, that works. So let's heal him up a bit. He's getting a lot faster now because I activated his Revelry. And he ran out of time before he died, so he disappeared, never to be seen again. And that is one slow living statue. If you want to know what one move speed looks like, there it is. Alright, it's Fergus time. Alright, I see what the deal is here. Alright, there we go. Better that time. Off he goes. Spin to win. Yeah. Slow will reduce move speed by at least 1. I don't like that Dragon Orb, so let's get him off Fergus. He'll desperately try and reach him, but that's not happening. Let's wait for the living statue to show off Mountainshaper. But it is Caber Tosser. Look at the size of that thing! Hopefully King Puff eventually decides to defend himself. There we go. That works. Wait for him to get nice and close so you can see the full power of Mountainshaper. And here we go. A lot of impact on that one. Love those VFX. They kill it this time. We brought 4 to the party. I'm just here hoping Sprite loses the AI. Sorry, I have played Adventures on the easy mode, so... Of course, we all know hard mode's the prestigious one, right? No one's just gonna beat normal mode and call it quits there, right? Alright, that's gonna do it for our little demonstration there. Is that really only 6 mana? It's 6 mana and you have to let it sit in your hand for quite a while to reach that effect. Basically 30 seconds or something, I think. So it's not something you can just throw out. No Laliel's Vortex? We played that in Adventures. That was the little black hole thing that was pulling things to the center. And we did play it. We played it on the Dragon Whelp. We just lost to that bot. Oh, sure, we lost to the bot. Had to forfeit. Alright. So that's gonna do it. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing I need to show off. We got the Conquest. Take a look at the unique rewards you can get from Conquest this time. Level 20 will get you the Vengeful Dead avatar. Old time, is that still... I don't think that's still Mordar's 3rd perk, right? Is it? I actually don't remember. Oh, it is. You can get Mordar's 3rd perk as an avatar. And at level 20, at level 30, you can get Spectral Morelia. Nice, moody, gothic, kind of dark green, black. That's a supreme skin. Oh, not the Vortex, the card. Right, of course. How did I forget about that? Thank you, we don't want to go without showing that. So still very happy to see that skin in the Conquest. Good to see. Okay, we got it in our hand. That's a good start. So it's 3 mana. It's technically 5, but the 3 mana will let you keep it in Mana Surge range. I don't know how many range beams King Puff plays, though. Hopefully he'll be silly and play a Ghost Turret into it or something. No, wait, I think our range is Ghost Turret. It'd have to be the Plasma Marine. Well, he's just gonna be uncooperative today, I guess. Oh wait, I think I was the Master. Oh, right. There you go, you see it beat up that crossbow dude. Yeah! Bot's gonna be very uncooperative, it seems, but that's a general idea of Laliel. Oh, boy, in the scene, Mountainshaper does not affect flying minions. Would it be an emote avatar DLC pack of Steam? It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Alright, so, with that and the Conquest, that should bring us to the end of the in-game demonstration. It's not wildcard abuse, man. I gotta make sure I get it in hand so we're not wasting 3 minutes cycling my deck or something. Alright, so that'll do it for the in-game demonstrations. So we'll take a quick hop over to Q&A. We did get a question posed to us beforehand. This one comes from... When is the patch live? The patch will live on Thursday, hopefully at the regular time. Although the expansion updates, you can never really be too sure. So we got a question from Smoshy here, asking if we plan to work with Discord again to host more Minion Master tournaments. We wouldn't be opposed to it, but that was mainly something that they initiated, so... They'd have to come to us about that, but we wouldn't be against it, I don't think. So any other questions we have about this expansion and the upcoming update? Go right ahead. I'm an open book for now. Well, open enough. Is there 3 panels in the adventure mode because it's basic UI or more adventures are planned? We do intend to do more adventures in the future. So you can keep your eyes peeled for that one once you're done with this one. Why no new Apep skins? We haven't made one yet. I mean, we just had like the whole Apep themed battle pass with his reworks, so... How's the progress on mobile? I'm not the one that works on it. I haven't really got too much of a handle on it, but I believe it's coming along decently well. Will there be a mobile version? We are working on a mobile version, but we don't have anything announced for any new platforms at the moment. For when delete ritual card. Wasn't that the balance patch we just did? Yeah, FDM is the best source on mobile development, so I'd take his word on it. More puffs when asking for Skylark. Whenever we get more good puff ideas, I guess. Whenever against making puffs, everyone loves them. Will we ever see the Brother of Light Master? We don't have any new masters planned at the moment, but who knows? Nothing's certain forever. Any changes to draft in the future? None planned at the current moment, but draft is obviously it's something I hold close to my heart. So, other than that, also coming this week, I've been told to get people excited about some kind of large thing you can get that will be coming around with the expansion release. So keep your eyes peeled for stuff. That's about all I'm allowed to say. If you like stuff, you'll probably enjoy that. And also got news about Battles of Fish 80's 2v2 tournament number 2. Sign-ups are open for that right now. So if you're looking for some 2v2 competitive Minion Masters action, take a look here. And Twitch is telling me to log in. Give me a second, I'll paste that link right there. Is it free stuff? It may very well be free stuff. It's stuff everyone can appreciate. There you go, there's the link right there. Pictures of dogs? Maybe there is a picture of a dog. Maybe there's a picture of this dog. In some sort of vague Christmassy fashion. You might say there's some kind of Christmas event coming. What do you mean Ruffles dance game? What do you got against Ruffles? He's adorable. So you can be looking forward to some specially decorated arenas to get that holiday spirit coming in. I want that wallpaper. That does make a pretty good wallpaper. Maybe I'll see if we can get that released at some point this week. So other than that, we got 1.8 to talk about. So 1.8 is obviously going to have this Christmas event. I believe we're currently planning to have some extra balance changes in that, because obviously there's none coming with the 1.7 update, because that was what was included in the mini patch. There will not be a dev stream for 1.8 though, because I will be on vacation. I'm going home to visit my family for a couple of weeks, so I won't be around for that. But we'll hopefully have lots of news about what's coming up in the 1.8 update next week. So that'll be next Thursday. So keep your eyes on the streets for that. What kind of balance changes are coming? Whenever we feel necessary. We've got a bunch of old cards getting some changes, so... But other than that, we can't really talk too much about it at the moment because nothing's really finalized. Quite early days for the iterations there. You're with your family now, Sprite? That is both the most creepy and the sweetest thing I've ever had someone tell me on Twitch. Please don't do that again. Was the release date for 1.8? I believe that is the 18th. Or the 19th. It's either 18th or 19th. Why isn't Trinity doing more FDM streaming instead of you? Wow. I mean, I'm the one that just handles the dev streams. Aren't we still missing the generic master from Forced? Oh, you mean the guys before they get the power-ups? No, release date for 1.8 is before Christmas. It's the week before Christmas that's coming out. Alright, so I think that's about going to wrap everything up for this developer stream. Hope you guys enjoyed me struggling through adventures with the best of my abilities, and hopefully you'll enjoy 1.7 when it comes out, and 1.8, and I hope everyone has a very lovely holiday. And I'll see you in the new year.